It's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the first half of August 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. Let's just get started. Aries, what do we have going on? This one was first, so you get the Eight of Cups. Okay, obviously we're walking away from something. Hopefully, though, I like to say walking toward something else. I don't like to focus on what you're walking away from. It's just there are some emotional and personal, like heart space things that are over at this time, and I think you know that. But instead of focusing on I'm leaving this behind, it's more I'm moving to a place where I can be happy. Wow, and look at that, and you have the Death card coming up with it. So I know that it seems really heavy, but the Death card I always kind of welcome, because it's like Death kind of comes in and sort of sweeps all the old junk away and allows you to sort of start over, you know, or just kind of so that this isn't quite so bad. If you notice, this person here is not looking over their shoulder. They're just like, I'm walking away, I'm doing my thing, I'm walking toward what's better for me. And like Death can kind of come in and sort of sweep this stuff away, because you know what, you can't go back, right? So there is something that's probably ending. You could be leaving a job. You could have just made some personal decisions to do things differently in your life. You could have a separation with a family member or a close friend. Either way, there's something that you are no longer participating in. And it can be also something that's like good for you, in the fact that like maybe you've quit doing some things that were detrimental to you personally as well. So don't look at it as like something terrible has happened. A lot of times, like I say, you're moving towards something that's better for you. So look at it more in that respect than in the respect of like I'm leaving this whatever behind, because usually the things that you're leaving are easily replaced by things that are much better. So let Death come in and do its job. Let him sweep it all clean and move on. Now you also have the two cards that were flipped in, were the Seven of Pentacles, and that's about being really choosy. And I think this talks about our journey moving forward here. When you're moving toward this new place, it's about being really choosy with what you accept and let into your life. In this first part of August, I think you're going to have a lot of different opportunities. In like this is like a big bush of pentacles, right? And I always to explain this like by using like an apple tree. If you went to pick apples, would you pick up the apples that were on the ground when you got there, or would you pick them off the tree? And would you pick the ones that were ripe, like just for that minute? Like if you were going to pick one to eat, right? You wouldn't pick one off the ground or pick one that wasn't ripe. You'd wait for just the right thing. That's kind of what we've got going on here. You're making this move. You're changing the way that you are. You're changing the way that you're interacting with the world. So why not be super choosy about what you involve yourself in? Moving on. Now I really love this. Okay, you have Death come in and kind of sweep everything clean. You're going to be really choosy, and then you have this King of Wands. You know, you are the wand. So this says to me that you really are going to be so successful in this whole process, and that's what it is. This is a process. Anything that involves this Eight of Cups and Death coming and sweeping things out, and this is a process. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. You aren't going to heal or whatever, recover from whatever this is overnight. So allow that process to happen. You might want to journal about it. If you're a meditating kind of person, meditate about it. If you have a hard time with that, just take some time by yourself and think over the things that are happening, whatever works for you, so that you can, like I say, get through this process with minimal anguish, you know, because I think that really in the end you're going to come out very cleansed and you're going to feel really great. But sometimes during the process it can be painful. Now you also have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, I'm going to tell you right now, yes, she's very nurturing, very loving, she's all these wonderful things, but I want you to take a good look at her. Doesn't she look exhausted? This also says to me some of those things you're leaving behind. She is everything to everyone all of the time. She looks, like I say to me, just exhausted. And it's part of, I think, what you're leaving behind in the beginning of August, is this being everything to everyone all the time. You can't do that because you end up with no self-care. And I always say when I see her, it is time for some self-care. And going through, like I said, this process can be a lot. So, wow, oh my gosh, you're going to love this. You also have the Ace of Cups, a new beginning, a chance to be open, a gift from the universe. Aces are always gifts. This is a gift, an opportunity for you to be open and to learn something from all of this, but also for you not to come out scarred from this whole walking away, clearing out, whatever. And like here, like I say, this speaks so much to me, to the self-care that is that's going to be needed in the beginning of August for you through this process. And if you can get on a good self-care regimen, and I'm not saying you have to go spend hundreds of dollars at the spa or anything, but if you can get on, even if it's your self-care is going to Starbucks and getting a coffee and sitting in the corner with a magazine and turning your phone off, or going to the library, or I don't know, going roller skating, I don't know, whatever you like to do that you just enjoy. Maybe you want to color, I don't know, but find some sort of self-care you can do that just feeds your soul a little bit, and it will allow you to become open again from this whole experience. I also say too, watch your moon and rising signs, because these are general readings, so it'll give you a little bit more clarification as to what you have going on. Let's just get a little more information, and I'll let you guys get out of here, okay? Because we don't have all day to do this stuff, right? I mean, I do, but you have the Knight of Wands. Again, you're the Wands. You have to do what feels good. The Knight of Wands doesn't do anything that doesn't feel good, and especially combined with her, the exhausted, everything to everyone, people pleaser person. It's saying self-care is just like, this needs to be at the top of your list. I can't even emphasize enough how much you need this self-care right now. I can't say it enough times. Just want to get one more card for you guys. And the Page of Swords. Okay, so when you're being open, pages bring messages, and so this page is bringing a message that's saying use your head, okay? Yes, it's okay to be open. Yes, you want to experience new things, and you're cleansed, and you're clean, and you're ready to go, and you've done your self-care. Just be smart about what you allow in, and just like that Seven of Pentacles that you got before, be choosy. That's all. Pick the apple that's just right. Don't pick up the apple off the ground just because it's there. All right? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching.